Bismillah. Hello, people. Listen, welcome to Footy Judge Mode. Today, in this video, we're discussing the resurrection of João Felix and how Enzo Maresca is utilizing the whole team after saying there's a Conference League team, there's a league team, but now everyone is there. And what does this mean for Chelsea? Does that give them a chance to challenge for the Premier League title? A lot of people think that they can, if they can hang on until January, maybe they have a chance. We're also talking about the Jack Grealish midfield experiment that worked like wonder. Is this Jack Grealish position, as Pep Guardiola said, and has said in the press conference today, that maybe we were all wrong about playing Jack Grealish on the wing? I'm not sure if he was joking or not. And also, why are everyone rattled by Arsenal? Why is everyone talking about the set pieces as they're not part of the game? As nobody was raving about players that used to score set pieces, that used to whip in corners like penalties, that used to absolutely put the crosses on the dot, on the dime for people. But now, because Arsenal are scoring them, everyone is complaining about them. And also, last but not least, can Liverpool rely the whole season on Mohamed Salah? Of course, the Newcastle. Of course, they play Everton. I don't know when are you going to watch this, after the Everton game or before. But I think Liverpool can rely on Mohamed Salah or not. We'll talk about that, of course. But before we go on and continue, make sure the like buttons are lit. Like the video. It looks like thumbs up. It helps the channel massively. It helps the video go to the next viewer. And let me know in the comments what you think about what I'm about to say. I'm going to ask you questions and then you answer. But listen, everyone is talking about this Chelsea that. Can they challenge for the title? And I think these two are key to the Chelsea. And as Enzo Maresca said, that Cole Palmer and João Felix are players that can see different things than the others. They're very creative. And I'm just going to say that even though it was only Southampton, João Felix played like a very professional player that we labeled him as before, as the comp king, the guy that does everything on the ball but no end product. But he was, I'm just going to say, he looked like a pragmatic player. Yes, a dribble here and there, but he passed the ball. He released the ball quickly. He passed the 5-10 yards passes to his teammates. He wasn't complicating the game. He was helping Cucurella on that left side. And what is this Enzo Maresca guy is feeding these players? We saw Modric. Maybe we're not sure yet about Modric in the Conference League. But João Felix looks like a different man. Yet it's a small sample size. But what this tells me is that Chelsea are just a one happy camp. And everyone wants to look like Chelsea because of the happy camp. Is it only, and I'm going to ask you, is it only because things are going well? Is it only because they are second on the table and in the Premier League? Is that what is going on? Is it only because they are 7 points behind Liverpool, they're ahead of Arsenal, and everyone is playing, and Enzo Maresca is playing, Felix playing, Sancho, Disasi, Adribayo, Maluk, everyone is playing, and they are winning games, everyone is happy at the club. Do we think, and that's the question to you then, do you think if Chelsea face adversity, they will be able to get up and keep going? Because a lot of people said every time we talk to people, they keep saying they haven't faced adversities yet. They haven't faced adversities yet. The problem is every week or every 3-4 weeks, the narratives change. Will Enzo Maresca be able to manage this big squad? Yes, he did. He is now. Will Enzo Maresca be able to get the best out of João Felix or Jadon Sancho? Maybe Jadon Sancho, he was out for about a month. Yes, he is. Will he be able to play Enzo Fernandez and this? Yeah, Enzo Fernandez now, over the past 2 games, Enzo Fernandez has played very well. So we have to admit that Enzo Maresca is doing pretty damn well and he's utilizing João Felix. And to be honest, Enzo Maresca looks like a very confident man on the sideline. Looks like a guy who knows what he's doing, has authority, speaks very well in the press conference. The question is, okay, what if Chelsea are second and within a touching distance, and we are in January. Remember, we kept saying it's only October, it's only November, it's only December. Well, within a month, we will be in the second half of the season. There is 4 games left only in the first half of the season, and at that point, if Chelsea are within the top 2, top 3, can they go and challenge? I'm not going to say they're going to win the league, because I said that Chelsea, because there is no experience, have like 0% chance of winning the league. Listen, people say, Mo, you're always exaggerating, but I just think so. I think that it will be a fairy tale for Chelsea if Chelsea win the league. They haven't challenged last year. They were 6th. The year before, they were 10th, if I'm not mistaken, or 12th. So if Chelsea win the league this season, I think this is one of the biggest surprises I've seen in the Premier League. It goes second after Leicester winning the league. And the reason is, even the Antonio Conte team that won the league, it was full of Premier League champions from just 2 years before that, because they won it in a year, lost to Leicester, and then Antonio Conte won it again. So I think at that time they had a lot of champions. This team doesn't have any champions. You can say Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer was never an integral part. But listen, this is what I wanted to say about Chelsea. You have your pick. Do you want to put them in a title race? You don't want to. It's up to you. But if Arsenal took they are in a title race, Man City are, why not Chelsea? Just ask yourself that. Do you doubt the manager, or you doubt the players, or you doubt the experience, or you doubt injuries? And then you can answer each question individually and say, yeah, because of the injuries. You have depth. Because of the manager. Maybe he can be the Arne Slot of Chelsea because the players don't have experience. Maybe that too. But because Man City are not doing great and Arsenal are not doing great, the door is open for everyone. But listen, this is for Chelsea. It's a long video, probably. I didn't expect to stay that long on Chelsea, to be honest with you. And I want to move on to actually Arsenal. I want to move on to Arsenal title charge in game week 14. They won the 3 games on the bounce, West Ham, Man United, and Nottingham Forest. How many games do you think from in front of you that they are gonna lose, or they might not lose? But listen, I'm just gonna say that Arsenal can win every game, and maybe I'm gonna say until they reach Brentford and Brighton away from home, at that time they might drop points. Any points dropped before that is unacceptable, and I think they will put the team in not a good place. Not a good place. But just for the thing that people talk about the Stoke City thing, which is Berbatov, I've said, this is the new Stoke City. Why are people rattled? I tell you why. Because I think Arsenal were the team that only played good football, and when they lose, they said, yeah, because they played good football. But because we're talking about a team now that has fire in them, they can win games ugly as well. I think that's what rattles people. They want the old Arsenal. They want the Arsenal that everyone will say, yeah, you played great football, but nothing to show off. Arsenal now added the set pieces, corners, whatever you want to call them, to their ammo. So you can close them down. You can stop them from creating chances. You can stop them. And then a couple of corners that they win the game. They did it against Spurs. They did it against Manchester United. So it is something that they did it against Man City when Gabriel scored. And you want to say illegal or not illegal, just go and watch Fulham corner. Go and watch the corners, the Chelsea corner, when Kukurea barged into the goalkeeper before Disasi puts it in. I think Brentford did it, if I'm not mistaken, in the league this week. So, but only one talks about Arsenal because they invented it. And then people are running away with it. People are doing it exactly the same as Arsenal. So why are you going against us? The Man City did it. Didn't Bernardo Silva barge into the goalkeeper before John Stones scored? And they won the 3 points, if I'm not mistaken, against Wolves, if my memory serves me. So why are people complaining about set piece FC, whatever thing? Well, Man City did it. Chelsea won a yes, Chelsea scored other goals, but the first goal was a corner like this, and Arsenal have every right. If the referees are not going to call these fouls, they have every right to do it. Why not? 3 points are 3 points. The question that I'm asking you, is it sustainable? But before you answer this question, and make sure to hit that like button, is do they only win set pieces? I don't think so, though, because I've seen them create abundance of chances against other teams as well. I've seen them against Nottingham Forest play very, very good football. I've seen them play a very good football against West Ham. Maybe Southampton, Leicester. Before that, there was circumstances. So they are capable of playing good football. But sometimes you'll need the set piece. I'll take a 1-0 win. I'll take a set piece win. Who cares? It's against Man United. Man United played well and they won the game fair and square. So 3 points in the bag for them, and the march continue to the next game. There is a something that was shared about the most shot creating action. It's, we are in the stats era, if you want to call it that. And Bukayo Saka leads the Premier League. That is open play. Bukayo Saka, people say he only creates chances from set pieces, but that's not true. He only has 2 assists, if I'm not mistaken, from set pieces, or 3 at most. The guy has 10 assists, so he creates a lot of assists and a lot of chances from open play, but people don't mention that. So just remember that agendas will always agenda against some teams. Your team will get an agenda against them when your turn is there. I promise you, if you're a rival fan, it will happen. It happens everywhere. Everywhere. Last but not last, there is another one. Pep Guardiola admitting, and that's, before we go on, hit that like button if you're still enjoying the video. And if you're watching us, make a comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Jack Grealish played very well against Nottingham Forest in the midfield. Did Pep Guardiola make a mistake all along by playing him on the wing? Maybe it is. Jack Grealish was brilliant against was brilliant against Nottingham Forest, but he was very, very good player in the Aston Villa side before he moved for £100 million to Manchester City. And then he turned into the, whatever you want to call it, pop, pass back, Jack Grealish. And now he plays in the midfield, gives energy, carries the ball, does what he did for Aston Villa. Surprise, surprise, Pep. Jack Grealish can do things if you allow him to do it. But the only question that I keep asking myself is, if Kevin De Bruyne is back, Jack Grealish is going to play, Gundogan is going to play, Kovacic when he comes back, where is Foden going to play? He's going to play on the wing because Doku scored a wonder goal on the weekend. Is Bernardo going to be benched? Is Foden going to play on the right side? I think Pep has to figure it out. And there is the video that is circulating around about Pep. I have it, actually. I can play it for you, but I can't be bothered. I actually think it's a disgraceful behavior from the guy that wanted to rattle Pep. Anyone that has a camera and trying to get a reaction, you're trying to be famous. You are trying to get a reaction. You are ingenuine. You're trying to rattle a person, and I don't like this. I don't like this. If you genuinely want to say something to somebody, you don't have your phone up recording and you try to rattle someone and tell them something. You're trying to be famous. And it is not great when you knock a man when they are down in front of their faces. We sit and talk about Pep, we talk about Foden, but that's our job. We sit here, we talk about it. The pundits' job, they do that as well. But to go to someone's face and have the camera on and record them and try to rattle them, trying to get a reaction from them, it's an absolute, I think it's a cowardly behavior. In my opinion, that is my opinion. It's a cowardly behavior. If I wouldn't do this myself, try to get a negative reaction from someone to put it on the internet, cowardly behavior, in my opinion. But Pep Guardiola, did he find the answer in Jack Grealish being in the midfield that provides more energy and control? Him and Kevin De Bruyne looked very well against Nottingham Forest. Is that the answer? For them, I think we'll only know. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is Mohamed Salah and how fantastic Mohamed Salah has been. But also, why everyone is saying that you cannot rely on Mohamed Salah the whole season? Why not? If the guy stays fit, there is no AFCON. Why not? I want your opinion, Liverpool fans and rivals. Why not? Liverpool cannot actually like rely on Mohamed Salah. Why not? Mohamed Salah has scored 13 goals ahead of Haaland. I think he's the second in assists in the Premier League, if I'm not mistaken. So he has been performing very, very well lately. From the beginning of the season, to be honest, he had one off game or something. Liverpool, the problem happened when Konate got injured in last game against Newcastle. However, I want to tell you guys something. I actually think Liverpool got away with the point. It's a good result for them. 1 point away at Newcastle. Arsenal lost. Man City drew. I think it's a good result for Liverpool, especially because Newcastle showed their teeth. Isak and Anthony Gordon, Bruno Guimaraes, Fabian Schär, they were very good. And Liverpool scored because they have top-notch quality player like Mohamed Salah. But so is Newcastle. With the Isak goal was fantastic. And he set up the second goal. Right? So people say, Liverpool have the world-class players. So is Newcastle. They had Isak was phenomenal in the game. Anthony Gordon was amazing in that game. You can say Kelleher made a mistake for the third goal, but the fair result was a draw. And they missed a couple of chances the first half. It could have been more than that result in the first half. It could have been 2 or 3. So the reality is Liverpool got away with the point. That's just why. And also 1 point is good. Now I'm looking at the Everton game. I'm not sure when are you watching this. I'm looking at the Everton game. You should beat Everton. Don't tell me it's a derby. It's not a derby. Everton is not at your level. Yes, they're going to be fired up and everything, but they are not at your level. You should be winning against Everton without a shadow of a doubt. The difference in quality is massive. The difference in coaching is massive. The only thing that Everton have at their side is that they're playing at Goodison Park. And Liverpool should be able to have enough experience and enough composure to get across the line in that game. But if they don't, I'm looking at them, I'm like, is the blip? Are we now looking at the cracks without Konate? Are we looking at the cracks at Liverpool defense without goalkeeping without Alisson after Kelleher made the mistake? I think we have to wait and look and see what is going on. But listen, hit that like button. Before we go on and end, I just want to take a quick look at the Premier League table at the current moment with Brighton and Fulham sitting 5th and 6th and Nottingham Forest at 7th. Spurs and Man United are nowhere to be seen. Man United 13th. Spurs are 10th or something like this. But look at the top 4. I actually think this is how the top 4 is going to look at the end of the season. No, this is how the top 4 teams will be. I'm not sure. I would still think that Arsenal and Man City will finish ahead of Chelsea. But Chelsea should not just take it and say, yeah, we'll finish 4th. They can do it. They can maybe finish 3rd, as we said. If Man City don't pick up the form, why not 3rd? Why not 3rd for Chelsea? Maybe 2nd. We never know. But I don't think they have it in them to win the title. I think Arsenal are the main competitor now for Liverpool, in my opinion, in the Premier League title. If Man City win it from here, I'll be absolutely astonished and amazed, to be honest. But hit that like button before you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys later.